Taylor Swift is currently engaged to NFL star Travis Kelce. And before this, she's been in 10 high-profile relationships. And if I'm being honest, the fourth one was a bit disturbing. Anyways, please support me by hitting that like button and subscribing to my channel so this video can reach more Swifties. Number 1. Joe Jonas. This was Taylor's first major relationship. And looking back, it's kind of crazy how different things were back then. Taylor was still a rising star. Social media wasn't what it is today. And paparazzi weren't following her every move. The relationship only lasted a few months, but it's still one of her most talked about breakups because of how it ended. According to Taylor, Joe broke up with her during a phone call that lasted about 25 seconds. She later joked about it on Ellen. But fans believe the breakup inspired songs like Forever and Always, and years later, Mr. Perfectly Fine. 2. Lucas Till. In 2009, Taylor briefly dated actor Lucas Till after they worked together on the You Belong With Me music video. Ironically, they looked perfect together on screen, but in reality, the relationship was more platonic than it was romantic. They later admitted they were better off as friends. 3. Taylor Lautner. Later that same year, Taylor met Twilight star Taylor Lautner while filming Valentine's Day. And yes, for a short period of time, Hollywood had two Taylors dating each other, though it didn't last long. But looking at this breakup, it felt like Lautner was the one who got his heart broken. What do you guys think? Many Swifties think Taylor's song, Back to December, was her way of apologizing for how things ended. It was her way of always reflecting and thinking out loud. 4. John Mayer. Now, this was Taylor's most controversial relationship, the one I told you about at the start of this video. So, Taylor was only 19 years old when she started dating John Mayer, who was 32 at the time. It felt predatory, and she admitted this several times. But thankfully, the relationship lasted only a few months before falling apart. Years later, many fans connected the breakup to Taylor's song Dear John, which painted a picture of a relationship that left her deeply hurt. 5. Jake Gyllenhaal. This is the relationship that gave us All Too Well, so it deserves its own moment. Taylor and Jake Gyllenhaal were set up by Gwyneth Paltrow at a dinner party. They were first spotted together in October 2010 at an SNL taping. The most significant moment from this relationship is the photos of them walking together in winter, with Jake wearing Taylor's scarf. That scarf would later become one of the most famous pieces of clothing in pop culture history, thanks to All Too Well. But they broke up in December 2010, just after 2 months of dating. According to the song, things ended pretty badly. There are references to him not showing up to her 21st birthday party, being condescending about their age gap, and breaking her heart. 6. Connor Kennedy. In 2012, Taylor started dating Connor Kennedy, who is literally part of the Kennedy family. Compared to her other relationships, this one was surprisingly quiet. The two made a few public appearances together, but after a few months, things simply faded away. To my knowledge, she hasn't written any song about this relationship, like she's done for others. 7. Harry Styles. After Connor, Taylor began dating One Direction superstar Harry Styles. This relationship became absolute tabloid gold. Whether they were walking through New York City or vacationing together, paparazzi seemed to follow them everywhere. The romance only lasted a few months, but the media attention was non-stop. And when it ended, both artists released music that fans have spent years trying to connect back to their relationship. 8. Calvin Harris. After taking one of the longest breaks from dating in her adult life, Taylor surprised everyone by getting together with Scottish DJ Calvin Harris. At first, things seemed different. They stayed together for over a year, making it one of her longest relationships at the time. But when the breakup happened, things got messy. There were public disagreements, social media drama, and even controversy surrounding songwriting credits. For a couple that once looked incredibly solid, the ending was surprisingly turbulent. 9. Tom Hiddleston. Then came Tom Hiddleston. Their relationship exploded into headlines almost immediately. After they met around the Met Gala in 2016, fans nicknamed them Hiddleswift. And suddenly, they were everywhere. The moment most people remember is Tom wearing the famous "I Love TS" shirt. During Taylor's 4th of July party, the romance moved fast. But after only a few months, it was over. 10. Joe Alwyn. In 2023, she also dated Joe Alwyn, and this one felt a bit different. Unlike her previous relationships, this one was intentionally private. For nearly 7 years, the couple stayed mostly out of the spotlight, rarely discussing their relationship publicly. Joe even contributed to Taylor's music under the pseudonym William Bowery, helping write songs on *Folklore and Evermore. For a long time, many fans believed Joe would be the person Taylor eventually married. But in the spring of 2023, the couple quietly went their separate ways. 11. Travis Kelce. In 2023, she met Travis Kelce during Taylor's Eras tour. He publicly tried to give her a friendship bracelet with his phone number on it. At first, it didn't work, but eventually they connected. And by September 2023, Taylor was showing up at Kansas City Chiefs games and supporting him publicly. Since then, their relationship has become one of the biggest celebrity stories ever. And now, after all the heartbreaks, public breakups, and years of media attention, it looks like Taylor has found the person she wants to spend the rest of her life with. But what do you think? Which Taylor Swift relationship surprised you the most? Let me know in the comments below.